My name is Logan Howell. Assignment was to research an airline pilot and give give three key things on what we should, what we think is important. So these are things that I think are important. First thing being salary. According to the Bureau of Labor and Statistics, annually an airline pilot can expect to make $117,000. This is the median pay. Um, it can go up or down depending on whether you're a captain or a first officer, um, whether you fly for like FedEx or UPS. Those pilots make quite a bit. I think it's somewhere in the $300,000 a year ballpark. Um, Money's not the only thing important, but you got to be able to do things in life. So you got to be able to provide. So you need a good salary. So that's the first thing that I thought was important. The second, this is kind of like a little bit of a background of what you have to get there, experience. So it's quite a bit of knowledge and experience a pilot must go through in order to become an airline pilot. You got to have 1,500 hours, um, which is quite a few hours. That's a lot of time, and it's a lot of money too. Um, but if you get your bachelor's degree in aviation, you do not have to have 1,500 hours. You get what's called a restricted ATP, and it bumps that down to 1,000 hours. Um, that's really helpful. Not only do you have a bachelor's degree, that's helpful in life, just degrees in general, but that's 500 hours of flying time that you don't have to pay for. So it's a good deal. Another way is to fly in the military, and I think this is kind of important. I'll kind of talk about it on the next slide here. Um, Military is kind of a good way to get introduced to the airline companies. Um, your bachelor's degree has to be in some form of aviation. It can't just be any bachelor's degree. Although, I'll just get into it now. Proficiency. This is the next slide. Um, Although your bachelor's degree is helpful and you have to have it to almost fly in every single major airline company, you don't have to have a couple, but most of them want you to have it, and it's a good thing to have. But you have to have a bachelor's in aviation in order to get that restricted ATP. So that's something to think about. Just because you have all the hours and the skills and the knowledge doesn't mean that you'll be hired. Um, it's proficiency. You got to be proficient at a job that you're going to take into other people's account of other people's lives, and not only that, but a company is trusting you to fly a multi-million-dollar plane and go around, so they're gonna want you to be proficient in there. They're not gonna want you to not know what you're doing. They're not gonna put you up there if they don't know what you're doing. I know quite a few pilots that have gotten opportunities to sit in front of them, and they said it's almost like a mini interrogation, just because they want to make sure that you actually really know what you're doing. There's also check rides. Check rides are important, oral and written. I know that in my check ride they had the currency versus proficiency, and they made you describe the difference and explain what it was, and currents being able to do it, but proficiency being able to do it well. So, yeah, just you're gonna have to have key critical decision making skills. They're gonna give you situations that you won't even expect. But so I think that's it.